Hello, welcome to Free Myanmar Campaign USA. Welcome to Free Myanmar Campaign USA. I'd like to have a brief message. Yesterday we had a demonstration event in downtown Indianapolis. About 240 people show up for the protest against the military coup in Burma. We really thanks to the young people who came to the event. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your participation and courage to stand for the people in Burma. We are the voices for the people in Burma who do not have the opportunities to speak up against the military junta. The aim of the FMC USA, the Free Myanmar Campaign USA, is to send a clear message that we stand in solidarity with the people of Myanmar. We honor Myanmar's 2020 democratic election results, and we clearly denounce the coup by the military junta. I'd like to say something about why we organize these events in the United States of America. On February 1st, 2021, very early in the morning in Myanmar, Aung San Suu Kyi, the Burma democracy icon, and many elected officials, including the presidents of Myanmar, they were forcefully arrested by Burmese military dictators. It was a clear military coup d'etat. Such military action clearly undermined the official elections and democratic process in Myanmar, in which the National League for Democracy Party had won a landslide. The military leaders have no solid legal base and reasons to detain the elected officials. They in fact robbed and stole the power from the people's hand. Burma will be going under very unfavorable military rules once again. It's very sadful to learn that this is happening in Burma. The people in Burma, including the international community, had already thought that the military dictatorship had ended in 2010. It was wrong. Detaining of the presidents of Burma and elected officials is a brutal action. Millions of people in Burma are terribly upset because of the military coup. We recognize this event to be the voice for the millions of people in Burma, those who are not able to express their griefs and sadness. Free Myanmar Campaign USA has set up 3 slogans, which are 1. Save Myanmar, Free Myanmar, and #Respect Myanmar 2020 election results. The country, Myanmar, needs to be saved from the hands of the illegitimate military dictators who have imprisoned and enslaved their own people within the country. The Burma military junta need to release the arrested politicians, elected officials, including but not limited to Aung San Suu Kyi and U Win Mint, the respected presidents of Myanmar. The 60 millions of people in Burma need to be free from various forms of oppressions committed by the dictators. Myanmar has conducted election in 2020 in which National League for Democracy, NLD, which is a political party led by Aung San Suu Kyi, had won landslide victory as usual. This is not the first time NLD has won landslide. NLD has always won the election since 1990. The military and their thugs need to respect the Myanmar 2020 election results and give the power back to the true elected leaders. Myanmar has been ruled by a gang of systematically formed military system, which descended from the Japanese fascism. This group of thugs, starting from General Ne Win, had handed their power to their trusted military generals, one after another. It has been happening since 1962. Due to the people's demand for democracy and uprising, after sacrificing thousands of democracy activists who died in the protest as martyrs for democracy, for the cause of democracy in Burma, the military had time to time pretended to conduct elections in Burma. However, whenever they don't feel good for themselves, the military dictators intentionally created political chaos in the country, and later on they show up as saviors of the country. That's shameful. The military coup had happened in 1962, 1988, and most recently, February 1st, 2021. The military dictatorship's ruling system is outdated. The military dictatorship system in Burma is outdated, brutal. It cost many lives, thousands and thousands of lives in a period of time. There has been ongoing civil war between ethnic cities, and the government troops. There is an endless civil war going on. Free Myanmar Campaign USA wants to request the international communities these things. One, to reject the legitimacy of newly formed Myanmar government body, which is led by dictator Min Aung Hlaing and the military generals. To pressure Myanmar military regimes to respect 2020 election results and reverse the military coup and hand over the power back to the elected officials in Burma. To bring the Myanmar military dictators into justice for murdering and enslaving millions of its own citizens for decades. We Free Myanmar Campaign US also want to request US government to the followings: to take actions including severe new sanctions against the military dictators in Burma and their related entities and their cronies as well. To pressure the Myanmar military leaders to reverse their action, release those who get detained immediately, and power back to elected officials in Myanmar. To take Myanmar military leaders accountable for genocides of religious minorities in Burma, and bring them to justice in International Criminal Court. We Free Myanmar Campaign USA also recognize that the COVID-19 pandemic and food insecurity of the Myanmar people in Myanmar are of the utmost urgency. In addition, the new trauma imposed by the military coup has fueled the people's uncertainty of life in general. We need your alliance in standing with the people of Myanmar, opposing the military coup and doing whatever you can to help to free Myanmar. We call upon leaders and public officials to denounce the coup in Myanmar immediately. As the campaign's first public action, we had organized the first public demonstration at Monument Circle in Indianapolis, Indiana on Wednesday, which was yesterday, February the 3rd. Pending the public and health guidelines permission, the second demonstration has been scheduled to be held on Saturday, February 6, 2021. And I also like to invite all the Burmese community in Indianapolis to join this demonstration, which gonna be held at Monument Circle, downtown Indianapolis, this Saturday, starting 12 p.m. once again. We are doing a meaningful and the right things for the people of Burma. We stand for the oppressed, and we stand for peace of Burma. We will non-violent. We're non-violent. We will not accept any type of violence, but it will be a non-violence demonstration. We also encourage peoples across the United States, those who come from Burma, prepare for the demonstration in every cities, wherever you are. And also for each individuals, show up your courage and your support for the people of Burma and clearly oppose and denounce the military coup in Burma. Thank you so much.